What is the one thing that is going to help us line up with our purpose? What if you could know what is the one thing that is going to help you line up with your purpose? I really would like to help you understand today the power of forgiveness. And we're all about to start a whole brand new world here. And we need to breathe. We need to stop what we're doing. A lot of you are into recreation mode of your business because you understood that if we keep doing what we've been doing, we're going to recreate the same thing, right? Einstein says it really well. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, then you create the same result. So it's insanity to expect another result. So if we want another world, you guys, we need to change. We need to do things differently. So I was contemplating what is the power of this confinement period. And there can be many ways to look at it. Many ways, we could look at it like it's a punishment. We could look at it as like it's a conspiracy. We could look at it as it's something to allow us to contemplate doing things differently. But all of that still is not going to change the game. If you are listening to this now, I really hope that you'll be staying until the end. It's going to be about 20 minutes. And that you can actually go through the steps that I'm going to share with you to now really have a deep soul level transformation of you. And when you do that from that place, you are the element that is going to create a new family dynamic, a new relationship dynamic, a new business dynamic. If you're an employee, you're going to still touch all of your colleagues, all of the clients that come and see you through whatever you're doing. Let's not fool ourselves. Whatever we're doing, we're seeing people every day. You know, that we are driving a bus, or that we are a speaker somewhere on big stage, that we are a clerk, in a bank, in a store. Doesn't matter who we are. We're always seeing people. We're always in contact with people. And that's where we impact people. That's where we impact people, through our gift, through our actions, through our way of being. So when you think about this, really what you do is not that important, is who you are. And we all know that, but somehow, somewhere, we're lost in trying to fix things around us. It's so much about what we do. So today I want to take you on a little journey. I was very quiet this morning, meditating and thinking, what is it that is needed out there in the world? And the big word was forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness. And it's not so much about forgiving others. It's like love. It's easy to love others. It's always out there, right? Like, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love the people. I want to fix the earth. I want to save the planet. We're not here to do anything like that. I'm not here to save the planet. And I hope you don't have that responsibility. I would not want to be you. So I want to invite you to come back to the simple thing that needs to be alive in you, and the one thing that is going to be helping you to find this alignment, why you're here, what is it about you, and how you can contribute to the recreation, yes, of your business, yes, maybe of your family dynamics. Maybe this time has been an incredible time to reconnect with your loved ones, your kids. Maybe you miss the simplicity of things, always planning holidays to entertain them, or, promise the next gift to encourage them to do something. But now just realizing that they're just happy to be with you. They're just happy to be with you. do things together, to laugh together, to share stories. So we're coming back to simplicity. But if you're thinking about recreating a business, it is also coming back from that place of, it's like if you have a big ground and you want to plant roses. Well, it's best to first remove the weeds on that land. And then you can, work the ground so that it has lots of air. Then you can put some water, and then you can nurture it. Maybe you will put some I don't know, some nourishment for the soil, so that the roses can grow and be beautiful. So it's really about preparing the terrain, preparing the ground for this new world we're going to create. But it starts with us. So if each one of us have a beautiful garden with lots of roses, then when we combine our efforts, this is heaven on earth. It is. And I don't know why people would lose hope or not know where to start, because we all know it starts with us. I mean, go online. I spend quite a bit of time on Facebook, because this is a platform where our group is very active, the World INLIGHT Partners. And it's really interesting. Everybody shares quotes and this and that, but we need to stop this now. We need to live it. We all know it starts with us. So I'm going to encourage you to start with you today, but on a very deep, profound soul level. This is a journey that I take my clients as a business coach. I take the approach of spirituality. It's aligning our gifts, our truth with who we are, and now serving from that place. So creating a business plan and a marketing plan is one thing, but if you do it just from here, it's just going to be another work, another job, another business. If you're here to serve the greater plan, if you're here to really work hand in hand with the universe, God, Allah, Buddha, however you call it, this is going to be another game. And I call this the new dimension. It's a new dimension business. It's a new dimension health. It's a new dimension relationship. It's a new dimension sexuality. It's a new dimension everything. New dimension finances. Everything is shifting right now. So, take a deep breath. I'm going to invite you to the World INLIGHT Partners way of clearing and aligning with your soul purpose. This exercise here is going to be done. I'm going to lead you through it just to give you the steps of how you can do it. But it's something you need to do not with the head. You need to let spirit guide you. So it's disengaging the head. I'm going to do an example, and then you can use it in your own space, in your own rhythm, in your own needs. But I would say if you don't want to do it, you must do it. That's when you really have to do it. So for those of you who have been pushing aside some healing, some serious healing, some conflicts you've had with people, or some emotions or stuff has happened in the past to you and it's not healed, it's going to be a stretch, because I'm inviting you to go there. There's no way, if we understand this as entrepreneurs, if we start creating a business, yes, the end goal is to make money. Of course, we need to make money, because money is an energy that is part of life. But there is making money for the sake of making money. There is making money for the sake of I want more, and it's becoming an addiction, and everything you become consumed about the thought of making money. And therefore, you're so consumed there that you don't have a life. You forgot to breathe, you forgot to be, you forgot to enjoy the richness of your own being. And that's a big majority of people out there before the virus. Let me precise that, because that's the life before the virus. And I will always remember for the rest of my life, there's the life before the virus and then the life after the virus. I look forward to the one after the virus. And actually, it's even something I want to share. It's deeper than that. I'm enjoying this right now because it's the transformation, and that's the healing place where I'm going to take you. And without that healing phase, anything after the virus is going to be BS, non-real. It's impossible it can be real. If today, during this time of confinement, of rest, of coming back to your senses, is missed. So, take a deep breath. I want you to be grounded. I'm inviting you on this. This is a very different live, a Facebook Live. It's live where you're going to have all of your cells, all of your muscles, every single parts of your body that are going to be alive and awake. So I want to ask you to put your feet on the ground and have your spine stretched and straight. And be relaxed. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly. This is the foundation of any business. If you miss this step, you're just doing something from here. And that way of being, that way of creating, that way of thinking, that way of behaving, of responding, it's over. It is going to be so much more animated. You will want to be like because I know where we're going. If I were you, I'd be like, okay, Stephanie, shut up and go for the practice, because we want to know. We want to know what it is you're talking about. So I'm going to give you the steps, and then I'm inviting you to think about the person or the situation that has been the nastiest in your entire life. We're not going to talk about past lives right now, because really I'm not here to prove. I don't have any proof there is past life or not. And I'm not here to convince you there is one. I think we have enough to deal in this lifetime that we can really do a great job with just what is here. Then when we master this one, we can start looking at, okay, where are some energies coming? And that's, with the whole thing about karma, ancestral links and past lives and stuff. But right now we're going to concentrate on today, on this life. So I'm going to ask you, take a deep breath, and most importantly, be excited. Even if you feel the fear, the resistance, find that place in you that is excited about being free, about being aligned, about being on for the creation of a new world. And it starts with your life. So let's focus on that, the creation of your new life, based on an alignment with love in the true sense, not just from here. All right, so let's take a deep breath. And I'm just going to invite you to think about that situation or that person that was so drastic, that was so harsh for you. And you're going to bring that person in front of you right now. And you're going to start breathing and just connecting with that person. You look at that person right straight in the eyes. And you're totally relaxed. And all you see in that person is love. All you see is love. There is nothing about what has been said or what has been done. It's just pure love. And you breathe with this person. Beautiful. I'm going to just give you the steps. But this is a process that takes about 22 minutes to half an hour. But I'm going to give you the steps of what's going to happen. And then you can practice at home. If you need some help, reach out. That's what we do at World INLIGHT Partners. We take people through that very specific piece. This is the releasing, freeing piece. So you keep breathing with that person. Nothing has been done, nothing has been said. It's just pure love. You just connect. And then you're going to just thank the person, first of all, for showing up, because you've invited that person to do the healing. So you thank that person. You're in gratitude that he or she responded. And you say, I'm happy to see you. And you understand it's a big deal for you. She or he may not understand what's going on. And by the way, it can be a person who has passed. So it can be a deceased person. Okay, so you continue to be connected with that person. As you can see, I'm really, really focused on one point right now. It's like I'm focusing with that person. And so you keep being relaxed, and then you thank the person. The second thing is you're going to say, I'm sorry. I am asking for forgiveness because. And here's you're going to fill the blanks, of course, for what your situation is. But recognizing that you're sorry and asking for forgiveness is a very beautiful act of love. And that's the most important one that we need in this lifetime. And again, for what we are about to create. So you're going to ask for forgiveness for having judged that person for what that person has done or said to you. Just go there. Don't analyze now. Don't engage the mind. Oh, I can't do this because just do it. Stay plugged in with love and no other things but love. And you just follow the process. I am sorry. And I'm asking for forgiveness for having judged you. Okay? So that's the first step. The second step is to recognize how arrogant you were for not considering how harsh it must have been for that person to play that role to serve you. And let me explain. We all come down to this earth for a mission. We have a divine mission. We all so focus on what we are here to do for the world and, all my purpose, my mission, etc. But that's not so much the point. The mission is to heal ourselves so that we can bring healing to the world as a whole. So now we are arrogant because the creator, I'm calling him God, but you can call, again, Allah, Buddha, whatever your source, the universe you have. But God has orchestrated a whole bunch of actors to come and play in the play that he's designed for you in your life. That play is called your life. And he has designed a whole bunch of actors. And that particular actor had to play that role for your evolution. So now you're asking for forgiveness because you've judged that person. But now you're going to recognize how arrogant you have been because you have missed how much it must have been hard for that person to treat you that bad. I'm giving you an example. My ex-husband, we had this incredible love, and all of a sudden, everything turned nasty, and he had to make a decision and decided to vacate the relationship. And I had, my life was unplugged at that moment. I was it was the toughest thing ever. And for me to stay in love and continue to grow and bring that energy to heal, I had to go and thank him for leaving me, thank him for the way he's treated me, which years later, another dose of nastiness happened. And yet I'm like, oh gosh, I did not finish my healing with this guy. So it's all about you and your healing and your evolution. So whatever, there's nothing that can be nasty that has done to you. Just get it out, like whatever has been done. And I'm speaking about deep stuff that I'm not going to go into right this moment. Stay plugged with that person while I'm speaking now. Stay connected with the person you have brought in front of you that has been bringing challenges in your life. And now you keep breathing, you stay in the process. So you've asked for forgiveness. Now you've recognized how arrogant you've been because you have forgotten how hard it must have been. Now imagine this beautiful husband I had that I have loved so deeply. He was so deeply in love with me. Now, how arrogant am I to think that it must have been easy? He had promised for my evolution to come and play that role in my life, to treat me this way, to abruptly leave the marriage, eject me from the marriage, from the house, and so that I can grow. Guys, I can stay the victims of, oh, poor me, he did this and he did that and bad guy, blah, blah. No, this is not the way it works, guys. So this is not for the faint people, right? This is really deep spiritual work. This is the only way you find your alignment, because this is the only way the healing is done on a soul level and not the mental masturbation of thinking, oh, I understand, yeah, my husband, he did this and la la la, and that's all staying on the surface, and the wound is still very, very deep. So anything that is triggering that very similar energy, when it's not healed, boom, it's going to happen again. And guess what? You're going to keep attracting people over and over and over again to bring that healing until you decide, okay, I'm going to use Stephanie's technique because that's the way to go. Guys, it is the way to go. That's it. This is what we're going to teach with World INLIGHT partners, because every single INLIGHT being must have done that training to now create a new world. Otherwise, there is nothing that's going to be sustainable. We're just planting roses, but guess what? The weeds are coming out again and again and again. So we're removing the weeds once for all. You get that? So let me finish this practice. And I know we've taken a little bit longer, but this is important. And if you are still here, obviously, you probably would like me to go on for another hour because you want to know more about this. But we are going to finish with this particular practice. So you said thank you, the person is there. You said I'm sorry, and you've asked for forgiveness. Now the I'm sorry is of course from your whole heart, because you were not engaged with what has been said, what has been done. You were just focused on the love itself. Okay? You've asked for forgiveness. And now you have also recognized how arrogant you have been for forgetting how harsh it must have been for that person to treat you the way they did. They might abandon you, they abused you, they cheated on you, they lied to you, they controlled you, they abused you in many ways. They had the commitment to serve that, to play that role, to serve your evolution. Okay, keep breathing. And then when you come to that place where you're in total peace with the person, continue to focus. You say again, thank you. And you finish with an I love you. In that moment, you have released the person and you have released your soul on a soul level, really. And you don't have to be attached to what's happening, but I tell you guys, 95% of the time, my clients, when I do this practice very deep with them, and it's really about finding that place of where you align with point zero. There's no attachment anymore to that person. There's no link. There's no vibration of mean or anger or anything thoughts. It's clean. It's healed. It's healed because love heals all. And that too, we know here. It does heal everything. Guys, if we can all, as leaders of this world, if you're still here, you are a leader. If you have products or services that can help raise the vibration of this planet, you must contact me or any one of us at World INLIGHT Partners on our Facebook page, because we've done the work and now we're the leaders to show and help people to get there. This is all of the beings that are going to be building the new world. Thank you for understanding your very, very important role in this. This is the recreation of a whole new world, and we must, each one of us that are going to share techniques and practices and products, we must come from that place of love. The real one, not that one, the real one. So the good news, I hope you enjoyed this practice. The good news is anything, you're going to have this practice and you may have to do it a few times with the very specific situation or person you've done it today with. And again, it was the shortcut. It's going to take you, if you do it well and you take the time, it's about half an hour. But here's the thing, do it again and again and again and again with the same situation or same person, and you're doing it until it's healed, until you know there's absolutely no harsh feelings when you think about that person or the situation. And then you're going to understand that you can do it with you. Don't forget to do it with you. And in fact, I would invite you to do it with you first, to forgive yourself, to ask for, you're sorry, you have judged yourself for doing this, and then you bring to the close where how arrogant you are. Everything was divinely orchestrated for you to arrive here today. Okay? And then last little thing I want to share, you can do this with a situation. You don't have to do this with just people. So it's a little bit more tricky, the situation, and definitely it's better to have a guide to help you get there. But I think you have the most incredible tools now to get started. If you need some help, reach out. World INLIGHT Partners on our page. I'm going to post the link here underneath the comments around the recorded session. Also, you can find all of the videos that I'm posting daily on the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News. Lover Dose, like lover, like, everything is about love. So Lover Dose of Good News, and you can find me there. Thank you, guys. It was Stéphanie Rottet. I'm a spiritual business coach, and I am firmly believing we can all together, first doing this alignment, then using our gifts and talents through our businesses, through our acts of service and offering our products and services, then we can create an incredible, magical, blissful, orgasmic world. Thank you for being part of the journey. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Talk to you soon.